In our next story, we report on how Taiwan is trying to help Haitian farmers stand up again. The staple diet in the Caribbean nation is rice. However, 2/3 of Haitian rice is imported, exposing poor residents to fluctuations in the international market. In 2008, the world food crisis pushed up the price of local grain 2 or 3 times. In an effort to make Haitian farmers self-sufficient, the Taiwanese government has been offering technical support since 1972, without much success. In contrast, in the neighbouring country of the Dominican Republic, where Taiwan runs a similar programme, rice yield is double that of Haiti. To find out why there's such a difference between the two nations, which share the island of Hispaniola, we spoke to members of Taiwan's agricultural teams working in both countries.
In the kitchen, a cook turns over a pot of rice. Enough food is being made inside for an army. Outside, a full line of people are already waiting for lunch, even though it's only 10 o'clock. 13-year-old Chrysler has been setting out for home at 7 o'clock in the morning every day for a year to queue up for food. She's willing to wait in the sun for several hours to help feed her family.
There are 6 people in my family who are waiting to eat.
The charity Food for the Poor has been working on poverty alleviation in Haiti for 25 years. This is the only meal of the day for 1,000 households of around 5,000 people. The rice is donated by the Taiwanese government. More than direct aid, Taiwan has been providing technical support to local farmers since 1972 to help increase yield and quality.
If we change it 2010, you can find all the plant is put together. The production will be increased minimum 30% more.
Working in Haiti for almost 4 decades, although Taiwan's International Cooperation and Development Fund is well respected locally, their efforts failed to stave off the food crisis. 18 months ago, Xiang Shui-song decided to take action. As well as finding technical solutions, Xiang is studying the socio-economic problems in the Artibonite Valley. In Haiti's overcrowded grain basket, the average farmer owns just half a hectare.
It's very hard for farmers who rely on that half a hectare in today's situation to get by. They can just eat their fill of rice only, nothing else. Haiti doesn't have any other job opportunities, so the surplus population in farming villages have nowhere else to go. That's why there's a food shortage in Haiti. It's not just that there's not enough food. Poverty is the fundamental cause.
In 1995, the Haitian government cut the tariff on rice from 35% to 3%. Within 10 years, imports were up 150%, hitting local production. For every 3 bowls of rice, 2 are imported, so fluctuations in the international market price now hit Haiti. In comparison, in the neighbouring Dominican Republic, which shares the same island as Haiti, the two nations have similar climate and soil conditions and also receive aid from Taiwan. Yet, the Dominican Republic grows twice as much rice. The frame on the right shows hand production in Haiti, while in the Dominican Republic on the left, husking is mechanized and storeroom temperature and humidity is automatically controlled. The Dominican Republic brand Pava Xie is named after the leader of the local Taiwanese Agricultural Technical Assistance Team, Xie Yingduo, who is depicted in the logo wearing his signature hat. During his over 40 years of service, he developed a dozen rice strains suitable for local conditions.
The United States agricultural policy is wrong. It hampers the development of Haitian farmers. Americans keep giving them cheap rice. Over 20 years, the 10-year interest rate is just 3%. So they say, if the U.S. gives us cheap rice, why should we grow?
Haiti lacks a land reform strategy and suffers from political unrest and an ineffective government. For various reasons, the country's infrastructure has collapsed. Formerly a backward neighbour, the Dominican Republic is now a paradise on earth for Haitians. But perhaps the earthquake that shook Haiti to the core will be a turning point in the development of the nation.